Secretary of State Helen Whately.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And can I welcome the Right Honourable Gentleman and wish him luck in his new job, especially because every day that passes under this government, we see fewer people enjoying that chance to start a new job. Unemployment has gone up month after month. Nearly 1 million young people aren't in education, employment or training because of this government's policies, their jobs tax and their business red tape. Even the pension minister's former think tank agrees with me on this. There are people all around the country out looking for work, young people who want to get on in life, all those people trying to provide for their families. So please can he tell us and tell them, when will he get unemployment down?
Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, she has a short memory because the government that she served in presided over the biggest slowdown in living standards in recent memory, and there are 358,000 more people in work than there were at the start of the year. So we will keep supporting young people into work. We will change the system that we inherited, where we had the wrong incentives and a lack of support, and we're putting both of those things to rights.
Well, no surprises there, Mr. Speaker. The Prime Minister can put new faces on the front bench, but they still don't have the answers. And he criticised the previous Conservative government, but we got unemployment down to a 40-year low, a record Labour could only dream of. They don't want to be held to account, and worse still, he knows it won't work because the country is looking down the barrel of more tax rises in next month's budget, killing yet more jobs and opportunities. Whether it's graduates looking for their first job or older people made redundant, people are crying out for a government that's on their side. So I ask him, what will it take to get the Chancellor to understand that it's businesses that create jobs, not the government? And doesn't he agree that the more she damages the economy, the bigger the welfare bill will get?
Well, Mr. Speaker, since we came into office, interest rates have been cut 5 times, helping businesses and households. Business confidence is at a 9-year high, according to Lloyds. We've had announcements of much more private investment, including £150 billion of private investment during the recent state visit. Add to that the trade deals that they couldn't secure, and there are reasons to be optimistic about the future of the economy, and I hope that she shares them.
Mr.
Speaker.
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My right honourable friend, the Secretary of State, co-chairs the Ministerial Child Poverty Task Force, which is leading our work across government to develop the UK-wide child poverty strategy, which will be published later this year. We are considering all available levers to give every child the best start in life, building on work underway already across all 4 nations. Ahead of publication, the Government has already taken action for the whole of the UK, including introducing a fair repayment rate and improving the adequacy of the standard allowance of universal credit from April 2026.
Thank you. I thank the Minister for his answer. The Child Poverty Action Group estimate that because of this government's policies, especially the 2-child cap, every day more than 100 children are dragged into poverty. That equates to almost 3,400 children between now and the autumn statement by the Chancellor at the end of next month. So here's a lever. While child poverty in Scotland is falling, why doesn't the Minister finally listen to reason by scrapping this cruel policy? Why is he waiting? Why does he not just act now?
Well, Mr. Speaker, this government is acting now. We have already, for families in England, announced that all children will be, in families in receipt of universal credit, will receive free school meals, lifting 100,000 children out of poverty. We have capped the cost of school uniform, introduced a new crisis and resilience fund. Our child maintenance service reforms will lift 20,000 children out of poverty, and there will be much more done when the Child Poverty Task Force reports later this year.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The cost of living crisis remains the main issue that people face, despite what the far right try to claim. One way to really help struggling families would be to lift the 2-child benefit cap. That would lift hundreds of thousands of children out of poverty across the country, including many in my East Leeds constituency. So isn't scrapping the 2-child benefit cap what should be announced in the forthcoming budget?
Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honourable friend will understand that I'm not going to make policy from the dispatch box, but what I would say to him, as I have already said to the previous question, is that all available levers are under consideration as part of our Child Poverty Task Force reporting later this year. We will do what it takes to bear down on child poverty. There are many levers that we can look at to do that. We have pulled some already, and we will continue that work.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Every member in this chamber shares a commitment to lifting people out of poverty, especially children. We just have different views on how to go about it. Children in workless households are nearly 4 times more likely to live in poverty compared to those in households where adults work. We know that work pays. And yet we on these benches find ourselves surrounded by parties just itching to scrap the 2-child benefit cap, resorting to yet another sticking plaster like universal breakfast clubs to reduce uncomfortable figures without putting the hard work in to tackle the causes. So does the Minister share my concern that lifting the 2-child benefit cap will increase worklessness, and can he guarantee that taxes will not go up in next month's budget for adults who work hard and make careful decisions about family size in order to pay for the £3.6 billion it will cost to lift the cap?
Minister.
I have to say, Mr. Speaker, I am stunned to hear that the fight that the opposition frontbench chooses to pick on this occasion is opposing universal free breakfast clubs, when we know that well-fed children have hungry minds. It's exactly what she said, for those chirping from a sedentary position. But what I find even more staggering, Mr. Speaker, is the lectures from a front bench opposite that left almost 3 million people in this country